All right. Now, moving on to, again, the one that mostly everybody's going to be on, again, if you're not looking for enterprise level services, is premium, right? This is, again, and you're forced into it the moment you have 6 players or more,
It's true.
which even for a small business, 10 developers, you're going to probably be on the premium. So first off, $29 per user per month. And we're going to cross-reference that with 4 or 21. So
Yeah,
in either case, it's still drastically more expensive already.
yeah,
So it's interesting. GitHub's most expensive tier is still cheaper than the premium version.
true. Yeah,
So when we're comparing this, we're not going to compare just against the team column, but rather both columns.
you kind of have to because of the price.
Yeah, because of the price. So we're checking not only for functionalities to the development environment, as we saw with GitHub, but the premium version, or I guess not premium, but their, what did they call it? Why is this? Their enterprise
Yeah,
version had a
enterprise.
bunch of, organization level cybersecurity type of things. We're looking for those kind of things at this $29 mark.
It would be very nice if all these vendors would name their tiers the same, because it is confusing. Because GitHub has a tier called Team, but Team makes me think of Atlassian. Um, so it's
Yeah, I
and
would have gone with, yeah,
you get
premium,
a premium and a premier and
Premier Plus,
yeah, enterprise, ultimate, and
Enterprise Plus Plus.
yeah.
Okay, so for a lot more money,
Mhm.
we get AI chat in the IDE, understand unfamiliar code, improve. So it's basically Copilot.
Pretty much. Yeah, all the code suggestions is the
Yeah.
next one.
So we get code. So we basically get Copilot, which when we look at the GitHub side, we have all that early, even at the free tier. And so
Well, it's an add-on now, right? It's not built into the $4 a month. On GitHub, it's an add-on.
it is, but there is a free tier though of the Copilot.
True. So you can add on the free version.
Look at talking about mislabeling. Now they got Pro and Pro Plus.
Yeah. Why isn't it free team and enterprise? Yeah.
I know, right? All right, but yeah, so there's a $10 version, but still, even if you tack on $10 to $4, you're still 14. And
Mhm.
even if you tack it on to the 21, you're
Yeah,
still
you're still cheaper.
you're
Well,
still
you're very
you're like $2-3 over, but still. All right, we got release control. So this defines seamless code review workflows, including, okay, so just okay, so we saw this in both the team and the enterprise
yes.
versions of GitHub.
Yeah.
Team project management. So seamlessly run projects for granular issues. So this is the Jira like.
Yeah. So now you're starting getting into agile type controls and things like
Okay. SLA management, so automate incidents alerts. Okay, so this is now JSM
that. Yeah. You're getting
entering
some
JSM
JSM
territory.
functionality here. Yeah.
So that's interesting now, though, right? Because now, again, there's no. I wish there was an apples to apples comparison, but
No, there's
when
not.
you're looking at JSM, right, you're paying for Bitbucket, you're paying for Jira, and then you're paying for JSM. And we'll look at Bitbucket next week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a like. But you now have to buy a Jira license, which is like $17.
Mhm.
You need to buy a Bitbucket license, which is what, like another $4 or $5, something like that.
Something like that.
And then
Yeah.
you got to buy a $25 JSM license,
And then you most likely have to have Confluence.
right? Which is like another $12 there. So
Mhm.
all of that you're kind of putting under a $29 bucket here. So now $29 starting to look like a steal,
Yeah.
especially if you're looking for a full picture like what Atlassian gives you.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. If you're comparing GitLab to all the Atlassian products that you need to make a GitLab, and then Atlassian doesn't have everything that comes in this tier.
Yeah, because
So
Bitbucket is like the child that nobody wants to update.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, it makes GitLab look very affordable when you when you compare it to GitHub, it's still not so affordable. Um,
Right, but GitHub is a little bit more fragmented out than at that point when we're talking about like full end-to-end support,
mhm.
right? Because I don't know that I saw any monitoring or the JSM like capabilities over here.
No, no.
We got wikis.
Yeah, GitHub is still more focused towards your software developer and making the development experience as pleasant as possible.
Hmm.
GitLab is focused on covering all the disciplines of a DevOps shop.
Right.
So SLAs make perfect sense, and incident management and stuff like that. Where GitHub, that's not necessarily their direction.
Yeah. So the only thing I'm not seeing here will be that wikis thing, but it looks like it is included
Oh, it's
in.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's there
GitLab
in the bottom,
pages.
but not on the top.
Yeah,
Yeah. So for $29, then you're saving a JSM, Bitbucket, Confluence, and Jira license all into one.
yeah. In fact, I would say GitLab pages is in the free version.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's exactly what it was showing here.
oh, it was showing it. Okay.
Yeah, where is it at? Yeah, wiki project documentation right here on the free.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay, so that's good. So we get so now again a little bit more expensive than GitHub, but you get less capability in GitHub now, especially when it comes from a full DevOps lifecycle.
yeah.
And so I'm liking this. We get priority support, which okay, cool. Now we get 10,000 build minutes here or compute. So what's the difference between a build minute and a compute minute?
Not much.
Okay,
It's the same.
just
Um,
different word.
different words. Yeah.
Okay, so this is interesting then. So they're $4, 3,000, but it's not until you get to the big boy that you get at 50,000. And so these folks are gonna give you something almost in the middle,
Yeah. Somewhere in
10,000.
the middle. And then when you go to the bottom of the page, you can buy additional. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
at $10.
Yeah, $10 per thousand, I think it
Yeah,
said.
per every thousand. So I wonder then if this one is 5 times more expensive than this one.
The interesting thing is if you scroll up and compare this to GitLab's
Self-managed?
self-managed, the price doesn't change, but you have to provide all your own equipment to do the compute.
Yeah, so at that point you are paying the
It's
$29 for
unlimited.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. Like, if I was a business then at that point, like,
yeah. The on-prem version should have a discount because it's bring your own server to work, right?
yeah, I mean, this should be more you because you're really just paying for the project management part of it at this point.
hmm You're
You're
paying for the product, yeah, yeah. But
okay. And then last thing is unlimited licensed users, which this is kind of cool, but I mean, you're still paying $29 per user.
yeah, yeah. But you can just keep paying as many as you want, yeah,
Yeah.
which is nice. Yeah.
Which is interesting because Atlassian has limits there.
A lot, not only does Alaska have limits, but they also have what do you want to call them? Tiered numbers. So you can't buy 102 licenses.
Yeah,
You
you got to
have to
buy the
buy
next
the
200.
next tier up, and so yeah, you go from 100 to 250. So if you had 103 people, yeah, you're paying for 250 licenses.
Yeah. Now I'm curious if GitHub had any limits to how many users you can add.
I don't believe so at the tier levels. Obviously, at the free, you have to jump up the team at one point.
No, it doesn't say how many are maxed out.
It might not be important for their marketing to point that out, but
Yeah, so they don't have an upper limit on how many users you can add at any of the tiers.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So we'll have to take
Um,
them at their word, and
yeah. Now I do want to kind of see what enterprise servers cost is real quick on the GitHub side
mhm.
because you get it for free over here, no?
The enterprise server, the on-prem.
Yeah. If you're on the enterprise, I thought we read somewhere that you get enterprise server.
No, I believe it's a call sales type situation. If you want the on-prem, the self-hosted, yeah.
I wonder how much that costs then.
I could find out, but it's clearly a call sales thing on
Hmm.